Hello, everybody. Targeting Winners, episode 70. Big 7-0. Pete, Darren, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Happy Tuesday to both of you.
Doing better than Alabama.
But not as good as Vandy.
Oh, no. Do you see that video they played with Nick Saban saying, the one place you have an advantage is at Vanderbilt?
Yeah, that was doom immediately.
Oh, my goodness.
Have the Diego Pavia Heisman odds taken a hit?
Man, he was fun. He was fun to watch play on Saturday. Wasn't that great? I mean, he was fantastic.
He was great.
Yeah. I can't believe it either. Looking back, talking on the show, I had all the stats. I said, look, they're basically the same team. And I was like, well, one of those two teams is getting 22 points. If they're the same team, you take the one getting the points.
Indeed.
I fell victim to the brand name, the name
You
on
did.
the front of the jersey. So, interesting week. Arkansas, double-digit dog. They take out Tennessee. Michigan finally loses on the road. They were a road favorite too, weren't they?
They were.
They were getting
What were they getting?
they were getting a point and a half, and I felt like
Oh,
crap.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet it at -2.5, and I'm like, damn it, Mark's gonna hit all his picks, and I'm gonna need him back on the show every
It
week.
was fun having Mark on last week.
Yeah, really fun.
So,
But yeah, a bunch of Bama down, Tennessee, Missouri. Who saw
Mhm.
that? I mean, yeah, we took Texas A&M. Pete and I hit the total and the side, but I never thought it was going to be that bad. I was thinking like 27-24 or something, something along those lines. But man, and the thing with Marcel Reed, who I was all excited about, he didn't even start.
Yeah.
Connor Wegman comes out of nowhere. I saw that he threw it back. I'm like, oh my God, we're doomed already. And it's like 12:07 in the afternoon. But no, apparently he is, playing like a Heisman candidate himself, I guess, even though he's not. But brought a break there. They rolled, and USC falls. So 5 of the top 11 all go down. And Pete,
Well-
what is the greatest thing that happened after all that?
One of our futures bets is looking really nice right now. Notre
Notre
Dame is
Dame back in the
Hey.
fold to make the college football playoff and win us the national championship at 28-1. Go Fighting Martin.
well, this is a good time of year because now there's football every day.
Mhm.
Hopefully in Florida we'll have some football this week. Another hurricane edition of Targeting Runners this week. So we got who is this? Milton, right?
This is Milton.
Yes.
At least you're here for this hurricane edition, so we're glad you're safe. And
Yeah, well, it looks like we'll kind of be a little bit less than last time. Looks like it's going to go through the middle of the state and leave us alone up here in Jacksonville. So prayers to everybody in Tampa. Did you see the
Oh, yeah.
mayor? Did you see what the mayor said on CNN? She's like, "Get out or you will die." I was like,
I know.
"Damn."
That's pretty blunt, man. Right on it.
You can't say she didn't warn you. You can't say she didn't warn you. I was like, just get out. I mean, I-95, I-75 has got to be on a normal day, I-75 is hell. I can't imagine what it's like today. Oh my
They
God.
showed some pictures. Apparently, they opened the shoulder on the side of the road as well, just so there was an extra lane of traffic for people to get out, but doesn't really appear to be helping.
Yeah.
What I saw.
I guess they all have to go north.
Yeah.
Because it could, if it takes a bigger right turn, it's going to go right down to Albany. So maybe they'll, or Albany.
Yeah, we don't need
Fort
it.
Myers are down that way.
Yeah. But I mean, oh my God, maybe they'll just have both sides of 75 go north. Just
I mean, they could.
get on and go. I mean, oof, that's a mess. So yeah, hopefully everybody gets out of there in time and everyone ends up okay. Listen to the mayor. If you're in Tampa, get out. Don't listen to us. Just get out.
Mhm.
Why? Henceforth, whew, 15-foot storm surge. My God.
That's insane.
So what do we got tonight, guys?
We
Want to
got-
go in order?
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There
Yeah,
we go.
let's start with Tuesday. FIU, another team that Pete and I have a futures bet on, for better or worse, I guess. But they're going to Liberty Bibberty. This line is currently 16.5. This was as high as 20. I have no clue why this line is dropping. Total of 55.5. The only thing I worry about in this game is, I mean, what are we going to get from Liberty? They haven't played since the 21st of September, I think. Their App State game got canceled. There's no plans currently to reschedule this. Liberty's playoff hopes probably done at this point because they're only going to have an 11-game schedule, and that schedule was weak to start with. App State was supposed to be one of the tougher games for them. So I just worry about Liberty's mindset here. Are they like, hey, we're pretty much done, we're going through the motions? Or are they going to go out and try and put up a 70 burger on everybody? I think they've only covered one game tops this year as far as the spread goes. They might not even covered any, but don't know what to expect from this team. I'm just kind of staying away until I see him play a game.
I'm on the latter view of your statement. I think they're going to try to put up 70 points on a regular basis here and show that they're worthy and capable. Not their fault, obviously, that game got canceled. So I think they're going to come out with their best foot forward. I don't have a bet on this one, but I am leaning the over on that 55.5. I think Liberty will score, and I think that number is very attainable here. So I said I'm not betting it, but I do think it likely will go over.
I am going to bet on this one. I'm guessing they're going to treat last week as a bye. So we got a home team off of a bye, which is always good. The Jenkins kid on FIU here kind of reminds me of Sims from Nebraska last year. He fumbles the ball an awful lot. He's got 3 or 4 picks this year. I'm guessing Liberty at home, the time of possession they're ahead on the turnovers, they're ahead on first downs. Everything is looking Liberty's way. So I like Liberty giving up the points. 16.5, I believe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I agree with you. As much as I would love to see FIU pull a Vandy, I just this was not one of the games when I was picking to get 5 wins where I was like, oh yeah, they could take this one.
Not this one. No.
Oh, where do you want to go next? Right here?
No, go to Wednesdays. No. Let's go right in order.
Wednesday. Okay. Well, there's Wednesday.
That's Thursday.
We don't have a Wednesday. We don't have a Wednesday play though.
Well, we don't have a play, but we got a game. Somebody might.
Okay, what? You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me what graphic to put up. I can't.
Supposed to be for a podcast. What are you, 8 years old? Do we have to feed you everything? Jeez.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll start doing that. But hey, Wednesday, much to Tim's chagrin, apparently, we've got New Mexico State getting 20.5 as they travel to Jacksonville State. Total here of 59. Jacksonville State kind of steamrolled Kennesaw State last week, but Kennesaw State's probably one of the bottom 5 teams in the FBS. Tyler Huff, actually, decent job running this offense. They still roll as quick as humanly possible. 9 touchdowns last week on Kennesaw, but also gave up 24, 17 if you count or you don't count the kickoff return touchdown. But their defense is still questionable. This over-under started at 57.5. It's up to 59. I am leaning over here, but obviously the best of the number is gone. This could easily be something like a 41-20. But again, like I said, best of the number is past us. I'm not playing it, but if I had to, I would still go over here at 59. I think Jacksonville State, they should get their offense rolling pretty quick like they did last week. They should easily get in the 40s. Then it's just on New Mexico State to maybe get a garbage touchdown to push it over. So a small lean to the over here for this one.
Yeah, I think that's likely the scenario here. I'm not. Is there such thing as an official lean? This is not an official lean for me, but we'll call it a mini lean, right? I do think the over is probably in play here. I would expect Jacksonville State will score early and often, and it's just up to New Mexico State to do something, which I think they can do a little something here. So I think it's likely an over, but it's not in the playbook for me this week.
I'm not betting. I'm not leaning. I'm probably not even watching. This doesn't count as a game. You can't hold this one against me for not putting this graphic up. I'm not going to watch this game at all. I mean, I'm hoping this is power.
So. You don't need to watch the game. There'll be hockey on that you can switch.
That is true. I can probably yell at the Flyer. Oh no, they're on the West Coast. So, yeah. Where do they start? Winnipeg?
I don't know, but yeah,
I think it's Winnipeg. All right, let's get away from that train wreck. Okay. Boom.
Oh, the marquee matchup, baby.
Yes.
The Sun Belt gets in here. Coastal Carolina Last I saw, they were getting 9.5 at James Madison with a total of 61. Again, what do we expect from James Madison after the 70 burger? They put up 50 something on whoever their next opponent was. They were the third most likely group of 5 team to make the playoff, and they lost to Louisiana Monroe last week. By the way, Louisiana's total wins preseason was 1.5. They have 4. So if you went over, congrats. You cashed that like last month. So good job for all you general booty backers. I don't even think he played last week, but whatever. They beat James Madison. So, yeah, total here, like I said, up to 61. That seems kind of high, I think. Yeah, I think maybe the public's going to remember that 70 spot, and this total may actually get higher. So I kind of not an official lean for me, but I will use one of Pete's mini leans. I guess if I had to offer anything here, mini lean to the under. I think this is just going to get a little higher before kickoff.
Yeah, and this total started at like 55.5. It opened much, much lower than this, and it's been surging. I think it's going to continue to surge for all the reasons Darren just said, right? There's going to be some looking at the 70 spot and thinking there should be a higher number here. It can run as high as it would go. I'm very happy with that because I like the under in this game. So right now it's at 61.5. I'm probably going to wait to bet it a little bit because I think it's going to keep getting pushed higher. So I'm just going to hold on to that bet for a little bit and see if I can jump on a better number. But even at 61.5, I like the under here. I think it's a pretty solid play in this position. I think this game could be rather interesting as well. So if there is one I'm going to watch, it's this one because I think it is rather interesting.
I'm leaning JMU here. I think was it 6.5? That would be my lean for there. I have no plans on betting on this one. I will watch this one. I will watch. So, but yeah, leaning James Madison. And now, UTEP, Western Kentucky. UTEP's god awful.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting 19.5 here with a total of 57. Yeah, I started taking notes on this, and I was just like, yeah, I can't run far enough away from this game. I know Veltkamp took over for Western Kentucky as a QB. He's a guy you may remember in the, I believe, was the famous Toastery Bowl. Led that 35-point comeback against Old Dominion. And then for whatever reason, TJ Finley came in and took his job. Finley's hurt. This Veltkamp guy has been running the show for the last few games. Their defense is still trash. Tim, I know you've suffered with the Western Kentucky defense a handful of occasions on some bets last year, but I don't even know if UTEP could get this to 57. They're, like Tim said, they're pretty awful. I can't stay far enough away from this game.
I agree. The only way this game would be worse is if UTEP was playing New Mexico State instead of Jacksonville State.
We have a very similar game coming up next. Which
yes, yes, we do. But this one is god awful. I started to look at it. I was afraid it might entice me to watch this dumpster fire, so I decided to stop looking and just walk away. That I did.
I'm glad we have midweek college football. Don't get me wrong, but like, can't we get at least like maybe the American Athletic Conference in here or something?
Where's my MAC teams? Break out the MAC. Let's go.
That's November. October, you got to set up your Conference USA. November, you get. Just on a side note, would anybody think it's cool that in the AAC, Army and Navy, who are both part of that conference now, are undefeated? And
That's
like
cool.
they could play for the conference championship game and then the following week play again in the Army Navy game. That would be awesome.
Fantastic. That'd be great.
I'd love to see that.
They should just play one game and have it for both.
They when
ratings bonanza.
When Army joined, they said they weren't going to mess with the Army Navy game, and they did say preseason, like if a scenario happens where Army and Navy are playing for the conference title, they will still play again the following week in their Army Navy game. So, in a weird way, I kind of hope that happens because they deserve the exposure. So.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And in our last game, what do we got? Louisiana and Middle Tennessee or something like that? I totally forgot this one as well. The Middle Tennessee.
This one's very forgettable, so I wouldn't blame you one bit.
I've already forgotten what you said.
I almost pulled the trigger here, and actually this is one of my leans, which we'll all see shortly. For some reason, I was kind of liking Louisiana Tech here, but not at the current number. If you guys check out the Conference USA team stats, if I told you Louisiana Tech was leading the conference and only giving up 284 yards a game, you would probably think I'm not sober. But I am sober, and that is a fact. And the team at the bottom giving up over 460 yards a game is Middle Tennessee State. So while both these offenses are trash, nothing helps an offense look good than playing a bad defense. I would love to get 4. It's 4.5 in some spots. Pete, you told me earlier some places have 5.
I see a few 5s, yeah.
Even the 4.5 I saw on DraftKings is juiced heading to 5. So, but this is a kind of game where if you bet this, you just kind of plug your nose, expect to swear and throw things. It's never fun betting on a bad team and hoping that they actually do positive things for you. Of course, then why the hell did I bet FIU over the win total? But anyway, if for some reason this gets down to 4, I'm going to pounce, man. I think using the coaching thing, and again, bringing up our guest Mark from last week, Sonny Cumbie's on the hot seat, man. He needs a win, and who better to get it against than a very, very subpar Middle Tennessee State team. But no official play. If it gets to 4, I'm probably firing just because.
Yeah, I'm not trying to not watching.
Definitely not watching.
Even if I still manage to have power, no, not watching. I'll be watching hockey. So
yeah, it's trending away from you, Darren, right now. Of the 9 sites I have up, 5 of them are 5. 3 of them are 4.5. So it's all moving that direction. So I don't think you're going to see that more.
Probably not an official play for the midweek games, but that's okay. Because honestly, if I did bet on Louisiana Tech, I don't know if I have enough rum in the house to get me through a 3-hour game anyway.
Yeah, you do not.
Probably for the best.
All right, well, let's review our picks for the week. Let's move us over here to the side. All right, Darren, give us a rundown. What do we got?
All right, Timmy, Liberty Bibberty laying 16.5 over Florida International. That is tonight. He also has a lean on Western Kentucky minus 19.5 over UTEP. That is one of the Thursday games. Pete is leaning FIU Liberty over 55.5. He also has a bet on Coastal Carolina James Madison, possibly waiting for that number to go higher, but right now it looks like he's got 61.5. I got nothing. I'm just kind of leaning over New Mexico State Jacksonville on Wednesday, 59. And if -4 does manage to rear its ugly head, which now I'm kind of hoping it doesn't, I just kind of want to not put anything out there this week, leaning Louisiana Tech if it does drop to 4. And can I just say I'm going to change my name to whatever the lead singer of Green Day is, because apparently somebody woke me up after September ended because I finally contributed to the show.
Oh,
thank you.
There you go.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, everyone, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you for listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please like and subscribe. Anyone from Cedar Key down to Miami, get out. Stay safe. We're praying for you. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you on Friday, hopefully.